As a 24-year-old lawyer who failed 8 classes when I was in law school, the 3 things that I wish they included in your law degree that I feel like would have prepared me more as a lawyer. By the way, I'm based in Melbourne, Australia, so I can only speak for Australian law schools. So, if you do not already know, the pathway to becoming a lawyer is that you do your law degree and then after that you do your practical legal training, aka the PLT. So the law degree can be around 4 to 5 to 6 years, depending on if you're doing the single law degree or a double degree. And the PLT also depends on whether you do it full time or part time. So it could be around 3 to 4 months if you do it full time, and about 6 months or more if you do it part time. The difference between law school and the PLT is that law school is definitely 100% more theory based. That's when you learn all the different units like the case law, the legislation, all the theory and the content side of things. But the PLT is where you actually get more practical with your skills. That's where you actually learn the skills to become a lawyer. So for example, when you do the PLT, you may get assessments like verbal assessments, like you're in a hearing, you're in a negotiation, in a mediation. You may get assessments like you're drafting a letter or doing a letter of advice, filling out a form of application, basically things that you would do as a lawyer when you work in a law firm. Hopefully, if I tell you by telling you those two differences between law school and PLT, you can already kind of tell the things that I wish that were integrated into the law degree. Because first of all, I definitely 100% agree that PLT is so short compared to the law degree. Because again, you're comparing 4 to 5 years in a law degree and 3 to 6 months for PLT. And the PLT, the practical legal training, the actual practical skills that you use are the things that you 100% need to use when you become a lawyer. In law school, you can do mooting, but it's not really integrated into all of the mandatory law units. Like, there isn't really anything practical that you would apply there. And the assessments, like essays, research papers, all of those sort of things, you don't really do essays and research papers when you actually start working in a law firm. The PLT assessments that they do, they reflect things that you would do in the law firm. Yeah, number one, even though you can do mooting as an extracurricular or any sort of verbal thing to practice your advocacy skills in law school, but it could be integrated as a mandatory part in the law degree. The second part is definitely more things that you would do in a law firm, like drafting letters, writing emails. And the third thing, I feel like this is really, really underrated, but law school and PLT doesn't really tell you how to manage your inbox, managing client expectations, especially if a client tends to rush you unnecessarily. I don't know what category to put it in,